it is the president's car. Another car directly behind the presidential car. Another Secret Service man spread eagle over them. We don't know. He's got the rifle being pulled back. Some several police officers are rushing up the hill at this time. He has been given a blood transfusion. It's official. As of just a few moments ago, the President of the United States is dead.
Hello, I'm Chancellor Chamberlain. The assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy was a national tragedy. The life of America's beloved president was ended in an instant, leaving millions of Americans in shock and experts asking why.
The assassination of President Kennedy really was just a conflict of one guy trying to move up the ladder by taking out the guy above him.
I know, Lyndon Baines Johnson was the one that killed Kennedy. You look at the facts, you look at Lee Harvey Oswald, you look at Jack Ruby, you look at the people involved. It all adds up.
Some believe that the man ultimately responsible for Kennedy's death was the one closest to him, the Vice President, Lyndon B. Johnson.
It's obvious. I mean, I have gone through so much footage, computer programs, simulations, this Zapruder film, just digging deep, trying to find the truth, and I have found the truth. JFK shot.
KGB, they put out a report, 1964. They estimated that in every presidential parade, they have about 1 in 3 of the audience members are Secret Service agents. Why? To protect the president. Duh.
And I believe it was one of them Remingtons. Those Remingtons are good.
Was not the rifle used in the assassination of President Kennedy a Carcano rifle?
Carcano? What the heck is that? Is that like some French, like, milk or something?
Lyndon B. Johnson and Lee Harvey Oswald both attended college in the same state, so it is very likely that they met at a pivotal point in both of their lives. From countless examples through history, we see that college is the most revolutionary time in a person's life. Before that and after that, revolutionary thoughts are dimmed down quite a bit, but during college, many people are much more revolutionary oriented. The October Revolution in 1917 in Russia was mainly brought to pass by college students. Berkeley, California.
So, if 1/3 of the audience members, which, this parade, 700,000? Yeah, 700,000. If 1/3 of those are secret agent members, you need to have at least one plot member for every Secret Service guy, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So, 200,000 Secret Service guys, 200,000 people involved in the plot. I don't know how he kept keeping quiet, but that's irrelevant.
Alright, right here, I have the famous Zapruder footage from the day he died. That might not be his car. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's him. Okay. Now, you notice the car coming, just going a nice average speed, nice below speed limit. Watch here.
The American Revolution. Many soldiers, I'm sure, were students.
Okay, Lyndon Baines Johnson pulls the trigger. And then the car, for some reason, just starts speeding up. Now it's way over the speed limit now, and then it's just out of sight. Now if I'm a criminal, and I just killed someone, and he's in the car I'm driving, and I killed him in it, I would zoom off as fast as I could. Just get out of there. And get rid of the evidence. So, clearly, Lyndon Baines Johnson was driving the car, and he wanted to get out of there fast. And if you wanted to get out of there fast, you obviously killed him.
I believe Lyndon Baines Johnson was riding in the car 2 cars behind the one Kennedy was in.
Well, I believe your mother is a communist scumbag, but I don't say that in the middle of when I'm talking. Can we redo that?
Integrated schools.
Obviously, Lyndon B. Johnson wanted to become president. The question was how? Well, kill Kennedy. But if you kill Kennedy, then you've committed murder, then you can't be president. So you need a scapegoat.
Yeah, Jackie Kennedy. Hey, one time she got married to the President of the United States of America. Yeah, she got married to, I don't know, John or something. But, yeah, Jackie Kennedy.
Oxford, I'm sure several revolutions have taken place in Oxford.
That scapegoat is named Lee Harvey Oswald. The problem was, Lee Harvey Oswald might spill the beans going to court.
Just excuse me a minute.
You can't have Oswald spoiling the plot. What do? Cut the chicken's head off before it spills the beans.
Alright, right here I have some still footage of JFK arriving in Dallas. And I kind of highlighted this guy's face. You might want to take notice of him. This guy right here. Who does he look like? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, coincidence, I don't know what this has to do with LBJ, but it's kind of conspiracy. I mean, the man who was an actor is standing right in front of JFK and his wife, and he would become president one day. And he was killed that day. JFK, Arnold Schwarzenegger, future president there.
I believe Ronald Reagan was the movie actor who became president of the United States.
Well, that's Ronald Reagan then.
Lyndon B. Johnson was born in Texas, or at least one of the states. But as we know, Texas at one point was independent from the Union. This means that Lyndon B. Johnson grew up in a community where the Union was not the most important thing. It was themselves, the Texas as a whole, or himself, a very selfish community. So, he was definitely willing to do something for his own gain rather than for the best interest of the Union. As we say, the cabbage doesn't get the fox.
See, Jack Ruby is the guy they found to take out Oswald before he could reveal any information. The reason why it was okay for Jack Ruby to get caught is he didn't even know about the bigger plot. He was just kind of involved in other things on the side, ends up in this, and he gets sent to court. He can't reveal any information. He's like a scapegoat within a scapegoat. A pregnant scapegoat.
She and I, we went out to the field a few times. Like one time, we were driving out on one of them tractors, and it was pretty good. We were going along, having a good night, big old moon, and then I saw one of them rabbits.
Now, I'm just going to show you this little 3D animation I put up. We have right here the bullet fired, starting right here. JFK, the other guy in the car. Who, yes, the other guy. Now watch as this bullet goes through. Passes through. Now, let's just draw attention to this first. This fact right here. Look how ripped JFK is.
President Lyndon B. Johnson's wife was the daughter of a man who went on a humanitarian trip to Cambodia. While he was there, he actually shined the shoes of Pol Pot. It is clear that Lyndon B. Johnson has a whole slew of mass murderers and communists in his family tree.
Watch the bullet stop in midair. And then starts curving down. Comes around, goes out, curves back down, turns, goes out right there. Now, normal bullets don't do that. I shoot this guy right here, right now, and it will not curve around. It will not do that. Now, you look at the time. You look at the time period. You look at what Lyndon Baines Johnson was doing at the time. He was with the military researching curving, multi-directional bullets at the time.
We found that the resistive force, that shoulder behind that gun, that Carcano rifle, had to have been that of a 186-pound man. You know how much Lyndon B. Johnson weighed? In October of 1963? 184 pounds. But he went to some fancy dinners in that month. He could have put on a few extra pounds. Makes sense to me.
JFK was the one who was shot by Lyndon Baines Johnson. And, I mean, it's undeniable. And the guy who actually shot him, no, the guy that didn't shoot him, the guy who was framed for it, whose name escapes me, was just cover. Lyndon Baines Johnson hired guys, shot him. He was the cover. He was a maniac, communist. He's all the cover. And that's, I mean, the proof I have here that it's Lyndon Baines Johnson did it. Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ.
As you can see, there's considerable evidence suggesting that Lyndon Baines Johnson was involved in the assassination of President Kennedy, while disproving the lone gunman theory. God bless America. Thank you for watching, and good night.